Well, hello, old friends, and welcome back to the channel. Great news. It's Babylon 5 time. That's right, today we'll be watching Season 4, Episode 12, Conflicts of Interest. Friends, we have people scattered hither and yon, with Franklin and Marcus over on Mars, with a lot of little fires that were sort of suppressed by the Great War, now igniting back up and threatening an inferno. I can't wait to see what they do with the rest of the season and series, my friends. So wait no longer, we shall. If you could do me a quick favor though and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for Babylon 5 or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships and get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear, dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and what is now? Now it's time for the 12th episode of the 4th season of the beautiful Babylon 5, Conflicts of Interest. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go!
3 weeks, Garibaldi. 3 weeks since I asked you to help find my daughter. I haven't been able to eat. I haven't been able to sleep since we were separated during the raid on the heiress colony. And all I get from you is silence, except when you want more money, more information. The same old questions over and over.
Turn around.
Alice.
Nice job, Mike.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because then I wouldn't have been able to see this.
Yeah, because of this.
What are you talking about? I've never overcharged anybody in my life.
No, the bill. It's 1/3 your fee.
It is. Yeah, it is.
What a mistake.
Well, now that I think about it, I am the bookkeeping department. I'll tell you what, I don't want to get me into trouble over this.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just don't tell anyone. It's bad for my business.
I've got a business to run. I want them to figure out what's going on with Mike fast, because I want Mike back. Uh-oh, someone's here to perform magic.
Why don't we wait till it gets a little quieter, then we'll have a little talk with Mr. Garibaldi.
This is the guy with the infomercial voice.
At this point, Mr. Garibaldi is eminently expendable.
Okay, so I have found what I believe to be the one weakness inside Babylon 5. And again, I'm joking when I say stuff like this. They do such an amazing job casting everybody in the show, including, like, you know, guest stars. And 1 second.
The year is 2261. The place?
Babylon 5. Love it. Chills every. But the one thing that they always sort of struggle on with me casting wise is like the thugs, like the, you know, the whether it be a main bad guy's henchman, or I'm thinking of Bull from Night Court. They've really kind of struggled with getting like I guess like the criminal element at the street level. For me, it's always seemed to be the one glaring. Everything else is excellent and it's average. Does that make sense? And again, I'm not nitpicking. I am nitpicking, but I'm not, it's tongue in cheek mostly. But of all the things I was thinking the other day, I was like, okay, everybody does something. One of the stats isn't as high as the others. And I thought to myself, well, it's that. It's the casting of like the criminals. And, I don't know. I mean, it's just, what do you all think? Greg, you're making too much of this. I will accept that one as well. Boy, the graphics exponentially better. Oh my God. Oh my God. I saw the guest star.
I've been doing a great deal of thinking, Zach.
Oh my God. I have chills.
When he resigned as chief of security, regulations required that he turn in his link, his identicard, and his weapon. This has not been done. Why?
Well, he's going to come back sooner or later, Captain.
Maybe he will, maybe he won't.
They'll be waiting for him if he does.
When you work with somebody 24 hours a day for 3 years, you pick up a few things. When he got back, he couldn't wait to get back on the job. Now, the way he walked away,
doesn't add
it just
up.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
If you're gonna wait for the universe to start making sense, you'll have a long wait ahead of you. Meanwhile, I want this taken care of.
Don't let this go, Zach. You're on the path, man. Keep working on the riddle that is Mike.
Why the rush?
He's pissed.
I don't like the company he's been keeping.
That's partially it. He's pissed. I mean, they got into it. Got into it big time.
Roger that.
Oh, we're back.
How was Mars?
It was cold, dirty, crowded, but at least we've got the resistance on board.
We think.
How's it going?
Well, the recorders are all hooked up.
Yeah?
We've adjusted the Stellarcom system to transmit on a broadband frequency rather than point to point. So technically...
anyone can get it.
But,
Well, there's just one little thing we don't have, power. The ISN uses tachyon relay stations to boost the signal through hyperspace.
Tachyon?
I mean, if we're going to broadcast all the way back to Earth, we're going to need a hell of a lot more power than what we've got now.
Epsilon 3?
what about Epsilon 3? There's enough power down there to broadcast clear to the road.
Or, just a crazy thought, we could try Epsilon 3. Well, if you'll excuse me, I think there's a shuttle with my name on it waiting for me. Just feel free, look around. I'll be back.
I mean, my answer for everything is Epsilon 3.
Scares the hell out of me sometimes, but I do like her. Just, don't tell her that, right?
That extra's like, dude, thank you so much for delivering that line to me, because that could have been just an aside line.
So far, today has been a great day.
I'm here to ruin it.
You never get to see the faces of the people you help. It's just not personal. You never get to look into their eyes and...
That's your line, Zach. This isn't personal either.
And what does his transcendence want from me now?
Your link, your identicard, and, your weapon.
I got a new civilian ID anyway, a long time ago. Now, the link, I never liked the damn thing from the beginning. You know, it's supposed to use that molecular bonding thing, but...
Your gun.
Now, the gun, I'm gonna keep that, Zach.
Oh, boy.
Now, you still got your private license. You can pick up another gun from somebody else. He can't argue with that, but he wants the gun you were issued when you came aboard.
Yeah.
And the backup.
Damn, Zach. Damn, dude. When you work with somebody for 3 years, you know him better.
Look, Chief, I'm sorry. It's the regs. What was I supposed to do?
Say no.
He just would have sent somebody else.
Yeah, that's right. At least it wouldn't have come from you.
Oh, that's so bad to say to him, dude. Oh, that's so mean to say to Zach. You know he's struggling, man. I hate that. It's such a callous line. That in and of itself should prove to a lot of people that this is not, Mike's not acting right. It's just we have so much other shit going on, we haven't had time to address it. Zach needs to stick to it, man. He needs to stick to this hunch.
Under spreading chestnut tree, the Lord Timothy's plans. The sin of my...
I miss Daffy Duck.
I demand that you show yourself! Who are you? Huh?
At some point, oh, it's Bugs. Yeah, I thought at some point they erase his bill.
Am I a stinker?
You are a stinker.
You said that you didn't like the way things are being handled around here, Mr. Garibaldi. You said that you wanted to help me and my friends. Now you can. I want to hire you as a bodyguard.
A bodyguard?
My contact is coming to do important business here. May run into problems with the people we'll be dealing with.
So, you want me to get this person past security? No questions asked, no identicards, no checks.
Precisely.
No, thank you.
Of course, it means going up against your own security team. You have a problem with that?
They're going to throw you off the station, Mike.
If you'd asked me that question yesterday, I'd have said yes. Today? No.
Jesus. I don't understand what the end game is of the person, whatever they did to him. I'm not sure what they're after because they're setting him up so as such an antagonist to the powers that be. He can't be really helping. I don't know. Destabilization? It seems too weak for that. He's already out of the loop. I don't know.
Excuse me. I need to see Droll.
Droll is very busy. Have had 4 ground quakes.
What are you doing back, buddy?
Catherine!
Yes?
What the hell are you doing here?
Zathras work here.
Why are you here? You went back, buddy.
You're not supposed to be here. We left you 1,000 years in the past.
No.
Yes.
We have never met before.
Oh, we're before. Okay.
No, we have met.
No,
Not yet.
you did not meet Zathras. you made Zathras.
Let's explain that a little bit.
Zathras came with us to Babylon 4.
Yes.
Zathras stayed in the past with Valen. You're Zathras.
Yes.
Therefore, you went into the past.
No, that was not Zathras. That was Zathras. There are 10 of us, all of family Zathras, each one named Zathras.
Okay. Zathras times 10.
Zathras. Zathras. You are seeing now.
No.
There are 10 of you?
Yes.
What number are you?
Zathras was quiet one in family.
Really?
To broadcast messages back home into the other colonies. Now, we've got all the pieces that we need, but
not having enough power to reach far places.
Zathras, I like you better than Zathras because you understand.
Zathras trained in crisis management.
That's great.
We found the right Zathras.
Ah, very good. Zathras fixed now. Come this way.
9 of them. Hi!
I thought you turned in your station ID.
I did. I made a backup a long time ago in case I ever got into trouble. I just never thought I'd have to use it to get around my own people.
Isn't that going to come up as you opened the store? Or are you going to get somebody else on the force in trouble? Damn, man.
No business, schedule, that kind of thing. So he sent his wife in his place. He wants her to start learning the ropes so that she can take over.
What?
It's that one.
So what'd they do here? They kind of snuck into where they were deboarding?
We've got a good life here. We've got history. You've met this Sinclair character twice, and now you're off to Babylon 5, just like that.
Okay, so this is his fiancée from Mars, right?
I never should have left you. I realize that now. I've got a couple of weeks leave coming soon, and
yeah, this is where she says she was married, right?
His name is Franz.
Franz,
We're expecting our first baby in September.
Yeah. We were gonna get married once upon a time.
I am completely stumped as to what the end game is with Mike. Completely stumped. I will readily admit that.
Somewhere between the last time I talked to you and now, you lost one husband and got another.
I found out Franz was having an affair. I was going to file for divorce, but he got there first.
What about the child?
All the judges are appointed by Earth. So they always favor Earth naturals over Martian-born.
Okay.
He got our baby girl. I haven't seen her in over a year.
Oh my God.
He remarried, and when Deborah grows up, they're not even going to tell her about me.
Oh my God.
But you forgot where I was.
I didn't forget, Michael.
Did you just hear her story? Why are we attacking her?
6 months ago, I found Bill. We hit it off.
Okay.
You don't mean William Edgars?
Who's that?
William Edgars, who owns half of Mars Dome. William Edgars, who's got more money than God. That William Edgars? Boy. You certainly did trade up, Lise.
She lost her kid, man.
Now, this is the 3rd time you've broken my heart, and that's one more than you're entitled to.
Mike.
As far as I'm concerned, you're just one more client. And after you've gone back to Mars, I'm gonna make believe that none of this ever happened.
So her husband was supposed to get into crimes? This guy who has all this money? Or learn the business? Or I'm lost on that.
No idea how it was done.
Oh, thank God,
It's
Londo.
quite astonishing unless you have seen it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, come in, Jakar.
No, thank you.
I need you both in here for this, please. Pirates, raiders, smaller worlds that didn't get involved in the war now have a chance to expand their empires. The Drakh.
Drakh? A legend. The kind you would use to frighten small children at night. They were ruthless, savage, but extremely bright.
What happened to them?
We believe they were at Zahadum working for the Shadows. And now with them gone, all their allies are on the loose, armed with Shadow technology. The Rangers were assigned to watch the frontier because the Shadows always came back sooner or later. Well, this time they're not coming back. But their legacy remains.
Yep.
I want to assign the White Star Fleet to patrol the borders along the non-aligned worlds. They'll watch out for raiders, Drakh, anyone engaged in hostile activities against civilian transports.
What do you need Londo and Jakar for?
Putting your ships on their borders could easily be interpreted as a grab for power.
We'll only go where we're invited, in exchange for technical support and the authority to carry out their mission.
As much as it may astonish everyone in the room, I agree with Jakar.
But if you both will allow the White Stars to patrol the borders between your two empires...
We don't need anyone's help. We can protect ourselves.
Look, it's easy to come together for a common enemy. Now our job is to come together for a common goal.
Peace.
More civilians will be killed while we stand around here arguing about it.
It's not fair.
No.
This is strong-arm diplomacy.
Status report.
Transferring updated security data to main post.
We're gonna see.
1 unauthorized entry recorded.
There we go.
72 passengers disembarked Mo Thakcha. 71 entered through security. Location of passenger 72 unknown. Only 1 access recorded to Customs Bay.
Who did that?
Identicard record indicates Security Chief Michael Garibaldi.
He wouldn't be the security chief as far as the computer's concerned anymore.
Cancel all Identicard and station clearances belonging to Michael Garibaldi.
There you go, Zach. You're putting Zach in a horrible situation, too. And I know we're not dealing with Mike. I know we're dealing with this, whatever that has become of Mike. But boy, so frustrating.
We should be safe in a public place like this, shouldn't we?
We've never been a down below before.
You're not safe anywhere.
Where's your husband?
He couldn't make it, he asked me.
Do you have it?
Have what? Mike, you need to be asking questions here, bud.
You got some serious protection on this thing.
Who's he?
It's all right. It's a molecular isoblock. It's harder than diamonds. You can only open it if you know the molecular code.
Fancy. What is it?
It's none of your concern.
It is if this stuff is going to be used against anyone.
Is that a vial of something? Yeah, it's liquid.
His researchers believe there may be a genetic danger to some telepaths. The gene that activates a telepath may be mutating into something serious, like some kind of virus.
The syndrome isn't even transferable to non-telepaths.
And there are a number of people who want this in their hands, some to sell it and some to destroy it.
Okay.
This stuff is extremely difficult to produce. What's in that container is the product of 5 years hard work.
Large gentleman just came in.
I think we better get out of here. I don't like some of the looks we're starting to get.
Hey, I know you. You were here last night with Carol. I'm sure you're mistaken. No, it was you.
No! No!
Wow, this is the biggest firefight we've had in a while. He's not going to be able to access anything to get out now if he has a way through the station.
I thought you were supposed to be armed.
Yeah, well, it was. It's a long story.
Not going to open.
Come on.
Well, what's wrong?
Yeah, they canceled my security clearance.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Watch out.
God, good shooting.
All right, you next. Come on. How about you?
All right, I'll be right behind you. Go on. Go on, go.
It's interesting. That guy was like, you. Nice job, Mike. This is a cool little set they've designed here. Oh! I would not want to be the first guy to put my head up through there. See ya. Okay.
No! Stop! Back away now! When you said, I know what I said! Come on, back up! Hurry! Now, move!
It's like Die Hard.
We should be clear now, huh? You all right?
Really?
Now, if we get separated, I just want you to keep repeating, Docking Bay 3, Docking Bay 3. Just keep thinking, all right? Just do it, okay?
Is that where Kosh's ship was kept? I forget. Because I remember they kept it completely separate. Like you could know there was limited access.
I got you.
No station security.
This isn't Docking Bay 3.
Yeah, you're right. But you were so scared you were broadcasting all over the place. They couldn't help but pick it up. Drowned out everything I was thinking.
Telepaths.
That's gotta be. That's the only way they could have known where we were going. I got an appointment in Bay 3. I'm gonna find out who those guys are and what they're after.
All right,
Come on, go.
I can't go like this, Michael.
Look, you gotta go one way or another. And I am gonna miss you one way or another. So just go on. I just hope he's taking good care of you.
Alrighty. Oh my god, I totally forgot Susan was down on Epsilon. Wow, we have a little bit of a traffic jam. Okay, so are these guys telepaths, and did they freeze Mike? I don't think so. I think there's way more to it. Plus, we had kind of, we had the initial setup of the other guy saying, you know, this is going to basically see how Mike could do this.
What are you doing here? To the future.
Oh, wow.
Mr. Garibaldi, I've got 3 dead bodies on the deck.
Where's the liquid?
Yeah, you can assume that I don't know what it was about, or you can assume that I'm lying to protect the privacy of my clients, but either way, that's all you're gonna get out of me.
You've jeopardized this station.
And you damn near got me killed. Now, I could have got out of there a hell of a lot easier with 2 less bodies on the deck if you hadn't canceled my identicard and taken my gun.
You don't work here.
Violating station security, unauthorized use of an identicard.
Come on, that's small time and you know it. You want to find me? Go ahead. I can afford it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go take a shower and get some sleep because I've had a very long day.
Mr. Garibaldi.
Awesome
you operate
shot.
on the station at my sufferance. I can shut you down if I choose to do so. Anything like this ever happens again, that's precisely what I'll do.
Jesus, man. I don't know how you come back from this with the 2 of them. I mean, John's literally going to have to be the person to find out what's been going on with Mike.
Computer, what have you got?
Message.
Voice authorization needed to deliver waiting message.
From whom?
Lise Hampton.
It's going to be a kaleidoscope.
No, that's all over. Delete message.
All alone in the night.
Is this Mr. Garibaldi?
Yeah, who's this?
William Edgars. I wanted you to know that Lise has arrived home safe and sound. You handled yourself well under pressure, and you saved the life of my wife. Thank you. I've done some checking on you, Mr. Garibaldi. My organization could use a man like you. I'd like to hire you on retainer. You've quit as head of security, so frankly, I don't think anyone is much interested in you anymore.
Is this the play?
I'm sure we can work this out, if you're interested.
Yeah.
Is this the play? Oh my God, here we go.
This is Commander Susan Ivanova, Babylon 5. And this is the first official broadcast of the new voice of the Resistance. We're sending the signal out to every ship that wants to hear the truth. And to Earth, which despite what you may have heard, is still our home. And still the one dream that we are as loyal to now as we ever have been.
Nice.
Over the last 3 years, ever since President Clark took over, after arranging the assassination of President Santiago, we're going to tell you the truth. And we're going to keep telling it until they shut us down or until President Clark steps down and returns Earth to the hands of its people. You can bomb our colonies, destroy our ships, murder innocent civilians, but you cannot kill the truth.
Can't stop the
signal.
signal.
And the truth is back in business.
And business is a booming. Nice. Great ending. Love that. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Babylon 5, Season 4, Episode 12, Conflicts of Interest, and the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Conflicts of Interest, the 12th episode of the 4th season of Babylon 5. All right, so what I'm going to do on this entire one here, I really love what, I want to say this real quick. I really love what Susan did at the end. I thought that was a really good bumper to take us into the outro. Great stuff, kind of sets up this whole kind of propaganda war that we might be getting into. A lot of peripheral stuff happened. We know that Marcus and Franklin are back. Great stuff. Great kind of, you know, just walking us around the horn a little bit, making sure that we know where all of our principal people are. Let's talk about Mike. So for the entirety of this season, ever since Mike was brought back, we were made very aware that something had been done to him. And then we saw that kaleidoscopic kind of message that was sent to sort of activate him. From that point forward, I think erroneously have been thinking he is a plant to destabilize Babylon 5, or his prior experience, knowledge, you know, relationships with all the other people in Babylon 5 is what they were after. I don't think that's the case now. I think it was a really kind of a masterful bit of storytelling by JMS. I mean, what else can we expect here? To basically lead us down that primrose path for a bit. Like, of course, yeah, it's his knowledge of Babylon 5. Of course, that's why he was brainwashed and all this stuff. Nope. I think it was, and now it's looking more and more like this might be his programming has come from Earth, whether it be Psi-Corps, which again is definitely among the most the most suspect list of usual suspects would be Psi-Corps. Now we're bringing in a bunch of different things. We have a very prominent figure in William Edgars on Mars. Perhaps by the way they made it sound, this titan of industry, this incredibly wealthy individual that has a lot of pull on Mars, whether it be to get to him and maybe take him out or destroy his organization or something like that. Sure, but then we have the introduction of whatever is in that diamond encased vial that was said to be something, there's a new syndrome, a new virus going around that affects only telepaths. Now we're getting somewhere. So if we go back into it, we start to get a little bit more of a picture that's playing into all of this, because we might even have to cast our line all the way back to Talia. Talia coming in, of course, we know that she was debriefed whenever she was reacquired by Psi-Corps and EarthGov and all those things. If they brought up the information about Michael Garibaldi, which, Talia would have known a bit about Mike, also knowing about Lise. Knowing that now she is married to William Edgars, Lise is the in that they could send somebody like Michael, who has a pre-existing relationship with her, to get closer organically to William Edgars. If that's the case, this is a really incredibly thought out plan. It explains a lot of the things we saw in this episode. We're going to see how at the beginning, whenever our infomercial guy was like, we're going to see how he works, and then setting all that up. But then we had the people that were the attackers saw Mike saw them, Mike didn't fire, they didn't fire, everybody went about their business. It was almost like we hit some type of programming with Mike, and he was able to, come up with a different spin on what was going on and how to get around it and all this nonsense. It was like he was given like a burst of like, okay, now do this. We're looking at each other. We're not going to shoot each other because we're on the same side. Now do this. And whatever his programming was took over. So he gets back, he saves Lise, he gets her off Babylon 5 with the vial that can only be opened with like they said, they made sure to say that, the molecular frequency of whatever that crystal is around it, presumably to shatter it. And the only person that would know that would be the person who it was, sent to, the recipient of this, molecular, the vial of whatever it happens to be. Obviously, this would be very, very important and very, very, I can't think of anything more important if this could lead to a cure for whatever the virus was, or they could weaponize the virus, but also protect the telepaths that they have in Psi-Corps, Bester, Omega Squadron, and all those people. Was it Black Omega? All of their weapons, their assets can be protected, and then you can take out everybody else's, which would greatly reduce the efficacy of a lot of the other races, taking away the ability to read minds. Now, the Narn don't have anybody, but you're taking away the Minbari, you're taking away, everybody on Centauri Prime, you're taking all of the League of Non-Aligned Worlds. If you're eradicating telepaths, you are immediately bumping yourself up in the galaxy. It's almost like a Cold War escalation here of weapons of mass destruction. And in a weird way, what was it? Was it Goldfinger or Dr. No in 007 and James Bond, who they weren't going to rob Fort Knox, but what were they going to do? Like irradiate everything that was in Fort Knox so the gold that was outside of the reserve would become more valuable? It was something like that. It was addition by subtraction. You could easily think of it like that too, whereas, you're not giving yourself any more telepaths or any more powerful telepaths, but you're taking away all the other telepaths. Now, again, I'm getting way, way, way ahead of what this could possibly be. This might just be getting Mike close to William Edgars. That could be the end of it. I still think there wouldn't be any other reason to describe that telepath virus, whatever is in that liquid, if that wasn't part of this whole thing. Which leads me to this. If this was in the plan from the jump, this was in the plan, they used the fog of war and whatnot to acquire him. He was acquired on a shadow vessel. We know that, whether he was drawn in by tractor beam, we saw him kind of riding on the back of that shadow vessel. if a shadow vessel initially took him, and correct me if I'm wrong, I always thought it was a shadow vessel. I might be wrong about that. But if it is a shadow vessel, that means the shadow and Earth were way more hooked up and integrated than we thought they were. Obviously, we thought that, we had actual confirmation that the shadow were, informing, advising, whatever you want to say, to the president. But if Clark has he might be in possession of shadow technology. We drop that down. All of the people that were fleeing, all the helpful minions that were fleeing Zahadum were in possession of shadow technology. You would think that, Centauri might have some of that too because of their association, but that ended on a bit of a rough note when they blew up that isle. So I don't think that ever came to pass, so to speak. It might have. But at the same time, Earth might be in possession of some very, very powerful tech. And one of those things might very well be this virus. It might very well be, the establishment of some type of incredible, like they said, a syndrome, but an absolute epidemic, an absolute, a pandemic or whatever they would call it, for galactic demic or whatever it would happen to be, to take out any telepath that might be out there. That is something we have to watch. And if that's the grand scheme of President Clark and whoever happens to be the powers on Earth, if this is Earth behind everything, I need to reassess my decision on exactly how I am grading out the enemy, because I didn't think that Clark had it in him. I don't think that Earth had it in them. Bester had it in him to do something this nefarious. This is some diabolical shit. This is some, again, to use Mike in this fashion, if this is exactly what Mike is up to, dear God, everybody, this is a plan within a plan. And I didn't see it coming at all until the episode where JMS wanted to see me to see it coming. JMS doesn't reveal himself like a wizard. He is neither early nor late. He arrives exactly when he's supposed to. And JMS wanted us to arrive at this potential alternate path for Michael's treachery in this episode. The show's so good. Again, I often have referred to After the Shadow War as the frustrating part of Babylon 5. I do not mean that as a negative. I mean that it's frustrating in that we are reminded there are always problems in the universe. There are always problems in the galaxy, but the war with the Shadow and the Vorlons basically superseded all of that, pushed all that to the periphery. I forgot about a lot of the things that were kind of going on, and now rearing its ugly head with some time to plan, because Earth didn't take part in the war. They obviously supporting the Shadow, but they weren't committing forces or having to, break into sort of a war economy or anything. To our knowledge, they didn't, because Mars doesn't know a thing that's going on, and presumably Earth wasn't given the information about the Shadow War. They have no idea what was going on. If that's the case, boy, oh boy, we've had some planning going on, and this planning is well ahead of us in the race to see who's going to win this fight. Couldn't love this show anymore, my friends. Couldn't love this show anymore. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and allows me to alert you next time it's time for Babylon 5 or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear, dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now, unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye from this, the 12th episode of the 4th season of Babylon 5, Conflicts of Interest. And as the Greek chorus, we always say, our reward is to jump back into the narrative. We help to spread the story, and you all have been keeping it alive for so many years. And you find schmucks that haven't seen Babylon 5, and you say, hey, you really need to check this out. And thus, the story lives, it breathes, and it continues to expand. We are a vitally important part of the narrative, my friends, and because of that, our reward is to jump back into the episode we just watched and say goodbye from a favored scene. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm punting on this one a little bit, friends, because the murder board and the red yarn are flying in my head, and I'm not ready to commit us to anything on Babylon 5 or any of the other theaters of operation. But what I will say is this, friends, we have been and always will be Rangers. We follow Ranger 1 and we always will. So it's time to report to our White Star there is a frontier to guard. Until such time as we can continue this fantastic show, Vulcan roll, old friends, and I'll see you.